Hello and welcome to the broadcast here of Red Top Soccer Club taking on FC Columbus Elite here in the UPSL Georgia Southern Division Premier level of competition. This is the UPSL Premier. We're going to look at the starting lineup for Red Top as they go to get ready for the kickoff. A couple of changes from last week. Yori Molina back in the squad after missing out last week due to a minor issue. He will start alongside Alan Hernandez in the center back position. They will guard Benji Profet, who will start in goal for the 5th game of the season. He's started every match this season so far. To round out the defense, Chris Johnson and Angel Rivera continue. They started the last match as well. A couple of changes in the midfield. Jordan Yaffin back in the starting lineup after he made an appearance off the bench last time out. Raymond De La Cruz and Dalen Allen making up the rest of the midfield three. And then up top, Jose Mbomio back into the starting lineup as well. He helped create one goal in the game last week. And he will start up top with James Thierer, who had an assist and won the penalty kick last week, made it into the team of the week. And lastly, to round out the starting 11 will be Alex Rios, who's also back in the squad, missed out last week due to a personal conflict. So more of a familiar lineup for Red Top today. Making sure that we have good signal here. We're getting a message. It looks like we might have dropped a little bit here in the signal. We're going to make sure that we're good as the game goes on. So we want to make sure we have good connection here. So apologize if there's any issues. Leave us a comment in the chat if you're watching. Let us know how the signal's being. If you guys can see and hear everything well, then we should be good. For right now, we will have to wait a second as our signal looks to be dropping a bit. Let's double check. Double checking our settings here just before kickoff to make sure that we're good to go. And apologies for those watching at home. And we had a bit of a signal drop. It looks that we're back up. Hopefully we will have good signal throughout the game. Luckily, the match has not started yet, so you did not miss any action. If you're just joining us, we're going to go back over the starting lineup for Red Top Soccer Club here as it shows up on your screen. we will look, as we mentioned, a few changes from last week's defeat against UFA Lawrenceville on the road. Now back at home here at Cass High School, Red Top will be wearing white once again. We hopefully will have the new red uniforms ready to go soon by the next couple of matches. Here is the starting lineup for today for Kenneth Fosuene in the 5th match of the season. A win, a draw, and 2 losses, back-to-back losses on the road over at Shiloh High School 2 weeks ago. A 3-0 defeat against the league leaders, Kalonji Pro Profile. And then a repeat match against UFA Lawrenceville. Last time out, we were here at Cass High School. Red Top found themselves on top with a 4-2 win. Last time out at Rhodes Jordan Park out in Lawrenceville, Georgia, they suffered a 3-2 defeat. All 3 goals coming from first half penalty kicks, all within 10 minutes of each other. So a lesson for this young Red Top side to learn. Kenneth Fosuene working with them on the training ground throughout the week to get them prepared for this match, taking on FC Columbus Elite, who currently sit second in the table, undefeated up to this point in the season. 2 wins and a draw, both wins coming at home down in Columbus, Georgia, against Georgia Revolution and against LSA Norcross Pro. And then went on the road in the second week of the season to Augusta Arsenal, where they played to a 2-2 draw. So now back at home is Red Top taking on Columbus. Columbus on the road, yet to get a win on the road. Only their 4th match of the season. This is Red Top's 5th match. So this will be the halfway point for Red Top. 4 points out of a possible 12 so far. So not the best start, but when you look at the circumstances, definitely see that they're doing a good job so far. This team, again, if you're new to the channel or first time watching Red Top, this is a new club that was started this season. It's building off of the Red Top Academy, playing out of Cartersville, Georgia. We're here today in White, Georgia at Cass High School. And this is the foundation of the squad, was the Potros U23 squad that played in Division I last season. Went all the way to the division playoff final where they lost to the hands of Angeles, another promoted team. Due to additional teams being added and additional teams not returning for the spring season, Red Top was offered the opportunity to play in the Premier Division. They decided to take it, and this is where they are so far. So Kenneth Fosuene, former head coach of North Georgia United for a few years in the Premier Division, is now the head coach of Red Top Soccer Club. Waiting for him coming out of the dressing room as the rest of the players come out. Referees will be in yellow. Christopher Haggerty, the center referee for today, will be leading the 4-man squad in this UPSL Premier matchup with FC Columbus Elite. So far, it looks to be better signal. We're getting ready for the walkout, the national anthem, and then kickoff. We're a couple minutes behind, waiting for, as you can see, the Red Top side who just came out. A couple more players still making their way to the bench. Referees getting the last warm-ups in. FC Columbus Elite showed up with a pretty small number of players until about the last 5-10 minutes. So a lot of those players will likely either start on the bench or come off of the bench as a substitute, or will start without a real intense warm-up. Of course, today with the sun beating down on us just over those hills behind us, as you can see on the camera, about 81 degrees at kickoff. That temperature will continue to drop into the mid to low 70s, and then by halftime we expect that that sun will go down and will not play much of a part in this game for that second half of the match. So we're almost there, almost ready for kickoff. Here comes, as we mentioned, the head coach, Kenneth Fosuene. 1 win, 1 draw, 2 losses. Currently on form with 2 back-to-back losses on the road. Now they're back at home, the second home match of the season. They've been on the road for much of the beginning of the season in the Premier Division. Red Top, and looking to try to build on the last home match, which was their only win of the season so far, taking on a strong Columbus team. We didn't get their roster for this match, and we're already about 3 minutes past kickoff time. Here come the teams, and we'll be back in a second to bring you the kickoff. Please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Final handshakes before we get started here at Cass High School once again. 90 minutes to play in front of us. Columbus in the pink and blue, red top and white with red bottoms and socks. We're moments away from kickoff. Another 90 minutes of action, another chance to compete at a high level here in Georgia. This is the fourth tier of soccer in the United States in the UPSL. Red Top Soccer Club first season participating in this division as a way of building on the academy started by Benjamin Oranga, who's here today to help out. You can see him there, the owner and founder of Red Top, over here to oversee the club's fifth match of the season. Teams will swap sides for the kickoff. I'm trying to take advantage of the sun, although it's right above the center of the field, coming straight down. So it's not going to be too much from a left and right factor with the sun. It's going to be more of a up and down. You can see where the shadows are coming from, where that sun is coming from. So any attacks from that far side of the field are going to really make it difficult for the goalkeeper. Crosses from that side are going to make it difficult for the goalkeeper to see it, and defenders. But again, as we head closer to the second half, we expect that sun will start to go down behind the trees behind us, and the field will slowly get covered in shade and will not really play a factor. So whichever team won the coin toss appears to be looking to try to get an early advantage as much as they can. Although, like I mentioned, it's not really going to play to either team's strength because it's going to affect both teams from that far side. So whichever team is stronger on that far side for crosses probably has a bit of an advantage. Moments away from kickoff. Columbus Elite will get us underway Referees will do their final checks. Looks like all of them are ready to go, just waiting for the goalkeeper to get set for Columbus. And here we go. Another 90 minutes of soccer here in the UPSL. Columbus immediately going to the attack, trying to catch the Red Top defense off guard. They'll immediately try to send it down the other way. It's going to be bouncing around in the midfield. Here's Columbus now. We're here week 5. This is game number 5 for Red Top, game number 4 for Columbus. They did not play last weekend. During Easter weekend, Red Top did. They were one of only 4 teams to play. Heavy challenge, but it ends up at the feet of Columbus once again in the attacking third. They go forward. Player went a little bit too early. The flag's going to come up for offside. But Columbus looking to show why they're 10 minutes near the end of the half. 10 minutes near the end of the half. Played forward to the front line. And apologies if you're rejoining us with some signal issues. Hopefully we're adjusting the settings here at Cass High School, and hopefully we will have better signal throughout. But it does show as excellent now, so hopefully you're back with us, the live audience. Here's Mbomio winning it back in the midfield. Immediately under pressure, almost gives it away, trying to win it back, and now Columbus have a chance. The pressure still coming from Mbomio, but the referee felt that it was too aggressive, a free kick. Playing through the midfield, trying to play through the pressure. The midfielder holding on to the ball. Now finds his teammate, and Mbomio once again putting a hard tackle in. Referee doesn't say anything this time, but Columbus still under possession. Looking for an opportunity to put a ball into the box. Now it comes. It's over everyone, and Benji Profet will grab it at the edge of his box. Rolls it out short to Chris Johnson. Here's Alex Rios. Johnson continued his run. Rios tried to get it back to him. Columbus stopped it. Here they come again. A very talented Columbus team, as we can see early on in this match and from their results. Not the most organized, as we saw a lot of their players showing up right before kickoff. They only had 7 players about 20 minutes from kickoff. So they're using the first minutes of these games to really get a good warm-up in. But you can see their talent pulling them through so far, where they're controlling the possession so far. Go for the long ball again. Yaffin bodied off of the ball, and now Columbus looking to go directly to the attack again. Molina and Hernandez, the 2 cousins, starting in center back. Partnership today, working together to stop that attack. Here's Dalen Allen putting the pressure, can't win it back. And the Columbus player just sliding through the midfield. Eventually, Yaffin putting a tackle, still not able to get it back. And the shot comes in, a soft, slow one into the hands of Profet. But again, you can see Columbus, it appears that they're relying heavily on their individual talent. It's not the best chemistry between the players, it seems. Here they come again to the attack, and again, that's exactly what we were just talking about, that misconnection right there at the final third. They've got strong and talented players, it appears, and don't seem to be on the same page. Here comes Red Top with a long ball over the top, trying to send, I believe that's Dalen Allen. He plays it across to Alex Rios, who's on his left foot, goes for the shot. It's not too far off, but wide of the goal. Not able to curl it into that back corner that he was looking for. It was an early chance. We'll see it one more time before this goal kick. But Red Top trying to play in behind. You can see Columbus only leaving 3 defenders back, taking a bit of a risk and leaving those gaps. And then in the end, the final shot just wide from the ensuing goal kick. Columbus trying to play out, end up running out of space. It's going to be a red top throw, and you can see the shade on the track back there creeping its way towards the field as the time goes on. And here's where that sun will play its part in this game. The long throw for Chris Johnson. We know he can reach it all the way to the box with the sun. Let's see what he can do with it. Ball comes in. It's headed out and now cleared on the second attempt to half field. It's going to be a 50-50 here. Columbus wins the first one. Angel Rivera there, the last man, cleaning it up, getting it back to Profet. Plays forward, headed by Johnson forward. Doesn't find his teammate, and now Columbus with a chance to build out from that far side. Back to the midfield. They're looking for that number 10 in the midfield. He's very calm and patient on the ball. Looks to be the one who's going to be setting the pace for them. They find the number 7 up front who's wearing the captain band. They get it out wide. Shot coming in. Profet strong with his hands. It's directly to him. Throws it out to Mbomio, trying to go forward himself. Can't find the connection. And Columbus right back to the attack. Here they come again. Oh, lost the ball there. De La Cruz winning it back. Immediately under pressure wins the throw in late, or deep in their own half, I should say. See that attempt there for Columbus. It started again with number 10 in the midfield like we mentioned. And we'll have to come back to it as the ball's back into play. Here's Red Top. And a free kick will be given for Red Top, I believe. Or maybe against, referee's having a chat with Mbomio, who he's already called one foul against. Gives another one here. Just missed the foul myself. Columbus going back to their keeper. Again, you can see that build out with only 3 defenders. They're keeping wide players high up the field. They find one here. Trying to play it back across to the middle. The player who sent the original pass continued his run, was looking for him on the long switch, was expecting it to feet. Rolls out for a throw-in. Johnson with the throw, trying to send it down the field. Allen there, can't keep it in play. Other referees today, Brendan Donovan, Ian Duncan, and Aiden Moore. Assisting Chris Haggerty. Loose ball in the midfield. Yaffin picks it up, immediately goes to the attack, and Allen was coming to short, looking for the pass. Columbus will play from deep. They go forward to the line. Playing through the midfield, one-time touch out wide. Tries to go himself and runs out of space. Now Yaffin trying to release the attack. Once again, the exact same pass he made the previous time. The winger there not on the line, maybe just losing the man in the sun. Maybe thought he saw him and maybe saw the Columbus defender instead, it seems, because there was no red top player up there. Pressure from Mbomio. Won it back for a second, but Columbus managed to find it back in the midfield. Now taking their time, moving the ball around. A loose ball. Johnson clears into a Columbus player. It's loose in the back. Columbus player picking it up at the edge of the box. A tackle in from Yori Molina. A good tackle to get it out for a corner. First corner of the match. Good timing there. Had to be careful inside the box. We saw last week Red Top giving away 3 penalty kicks in the first half, so they want to be careful not to end up in the same situation again. 10 minutes gone here. Columbus with already 2 shots on target. Cross coming in. It's to the back post. Unmarked man plays it into the side netting. He was completely by himself. They get away with one there, Red Top. Just poor marking. We can see on the replay here, number 8 was marked by Raymond De La Cruz. As the ball comes in, De La Cruz just loses his man, and the shot ends up into the side netting of the goal. Here's Alan Hernandez. Playing the long ball over the top. It's not a bad one, but Alex Rios can't get to it before it rolls into the hands of the Columbus goalkeeper. Now played back into the midfield, unmarked. Dalen Allen coming back strong on the challenge. So far, Columbus evading the pressure well. It's been those long balls over the top that have been the most effective so far for Red Top, but only on one occasion, really. Here's Rios forward to Allen. He gets pulled down. Referee says nothing, says it was already losing his balance on the momentum as he reached across. Now Columbus go with a direct pass. They find the gap in behind, but Prophet will get to it on the edge of his box to pick that one up. Rolled out to Hernandez. Out to Johnson, trying to find feet. He ends up finding the feet of a Columbus player instead. And Mbomio with good pressure wins it back. Here's Thier. Thier trying to get it back to Mbomio. Finds his feet. Mbomio with some space, trying to cut inside. Will win a corner kick. But that time the pressure from Mbomio finally paying off. Originally was unsuccessful on a few occasions before that. This time won it back in a dangerous position, forcing the corner kick for Red Top. Let's see what they can do. And from this side of the field, it won't be too hard to see the ball with the sun in the backs. It's when the crosses come from the other side will be more difficult to deal with. Let's see what Red Top come up with here. De La Cruz with the left-footed cross will be the one to take. Cross coming in is short. Thier there, the edge of the box. Trying to get it back out to De La Cruz. One-time cross in. Rios goes up for it. It's headed down, and the Columbus keeper will pick that one up with help from his defensive player to shield it from the Red Top pressure. Columbus once again playing out from the back. You can see just on the edge of your screen here the 3 players on that line of defense for Columbus. They've got the wide guys stretching out, trying to stretch out the outside backs or force the wingers to drop in for Red Top. They play the ball forward. It was a mistake there, and Rivera gives it right back to them, though. Rivera winning it back. Here's Mbomio. Mbomio looking for a chance to go himself. The Columbus player read it all the way through. Just had to get his body in between and stop that one. Columbus playing out again. Through the middle. Pressure there from Allen. Now the clearance comes. Hernandez collects it at midfield, finds De La Cruz. Out to Rivera with pressure on his back. Out back to Prophet. Long ball forward into the midfield. Columbus gets it. You can see Red Top very spread out during that clearance. Needs to get more compact. Now Columbus with all the space to just come through the middle. Look at how easily they're able to get into that final third. Here's a chance to put the cross in. It's in. Hernandez reads it well to the edge of the box, trying to play it out wide, and Mbomio gets in the way. Plays a pass to himself, gets back to it. Here's Mbomio, a 2v2 situation if they can connect here. Here's Allen looking for Thierer, and Mbomio needs to leave it. He's in an offside position, and that's going to kill that attack right there. It was a great opportunity, but Mbomio just kept on running, didn't look at his line, and the opportunity is now gone for Red Top. It started very well there for Jose Donato and Mbomio. See there, this is the situation. Look, he runs forward, doesn't time it, and then there he needs to recognize that he has Thierer behind him so that he can leave it. But he decides to carry it instead, and now the play is dead. Here's Columbus coming the other way. Another mistake there for Columbus. Johnson immediately sending it forward, but the Red Top front line was too far deep to be able to react to it, so they'll just have to sit back and wait again. Columbus will get another opportunity. A long switch for Columbus finds the feet of Rios. Can Red Top make up for that last missed opportunity? He tries to find Thierer in the front. The Columbus defender strong enough to stop the ball from coming through. But 17 minutes gone. This game is starting to become more even. Columbus started with some strong possession, some mistakes in the back, another one there, allowing Red Top back into the game. But they have neither side able to capitalize from the game situations. Here comes Columbus again. This one a ball in behind. Rios gets to it first, helps it on its way to not allow the Columbus player to keep it in play. They'll immediately put it back in from the throw though. Rios coming forward to put the pressure. Columbus really, as we mentioned in the beginning, really struggling on those final passes to the front to find their teammates. Maybe a slightly narrower field here at Cass than where they play in Otis Spencer Stadium. I believe Otis Spencer is one of the widest fields in the division, so they'll have to adjust. It's not a super narrow field compared to some of the other ones in the division, like the ones in Gwinnett County. It's about 65 yards wide here at Cass High School. Pressure from Red Top forcing the long ball. It's going to go from goalkeeper to goalkeeper, and Prophet will pick it up in his box. Decides to roll it out to Alan Hernandez, one of the experienced players of the squad. His ball forward, picked out by Columbus de la Cruz there to win it back. With the help of Yafin, wins it back, but referee saying there was a push in that action. Now a cross from deep for Columbus. Putting the ball into the box. It's headed up by Hernandez. Prophet comes up for it. Winning that one with ease. Sending it down the field, trying to find it in behind. The Columbus defender gets his head to it. One back by Rios. Here's another chance for Red Top. To the attack, forward to Johnson. Thierer is all by himself in the middle. It's back to Thierer. It's going to end up in the back of the net via an own goal. Chris Johnson, the one who built it out, who put the cross in, got a goal last time out, and today gets an assist via the own goal. An excellent play there. He did extremely well to stay onside and gives Red Top the lead here at Cass High School back at home We will see this one more time. A great pass there from Alex Rios. James Thier, who was in an offside position, didn't gain an advantage, put it into a dangerous area, and the Columbus player puts it into the back of his own net. A bit of misfortune for the Columbus defender, but the play was excellent. The dummy run from Thier and the pass from Rios to find Chris Johnson, who put it in. What a start for Red Top. They started a bit slow, Columbus with a good, strong control of the game, and then they started making some mistakes in the back, and Red Top building some confidence into this game. Now they find themselves ahead here in the 21st minute. Can Columbus respond? They have 2 wins this season, both at home. On the road, they've only had a draw against Augusta Arsenal. Now they're struggling again on the road today, and this time they lose the possession in their own half again. Johnson with the throw in right near his own bench. We'll be looking to put this one into a dangerous position. Once again, not much longer that they'll have the sun advantage. Here it comes in. It's headed to the edge of the box. Chance here. I believe that was Allen whose shot gets blocked. It's Rios. He'll let it roll out for a corner. Oh, apologies. We were trying to change the goal to an own goal, and we accidentally gave... it was the header from Allen. But we accidentally gave Columbus the goal, so we'll fix that in a second. Let's fix it right now. Okay, the scoreboard should be back to the correct score. 1-0 for Red Top. Columbus really struggling to get out of their own half in the last few minutes, but now they do find the outlet. Immediately the pressure from Red Top forcing them to go back. Start to feel that temperature starting to drop as that sun continues to drop behind the trees in the back, and we can see the shade starting to take over the field as well. This will likely be a very different energy in the second half to its first half. Played very slowly for Columbus, just moving the ball around, which started off to be a good strategy for them, but then they started making mistakes, which just allowed Red Top to capitalize. Here they come. That one they find behind. A great pass there. A chance for Columbus to tie the game. Oh, and it's just wide of the goal. Not too far away. Benji Prophet off his line, forced to try to close the angle. That one, what an excellent pass there. Look at that one again. Look at the timing of the run was perfect. Johnson didn't see him behind him. I believe that's actually Rios, who looks to have dropped into a deeper position, and then the final shot not far from finding that back post. Prophet out to Molina, finding Mbomio in the middle. And back to Molina. Now De La Cruz under pressure. Just on the nick of time. Got it out to Hernandez. Here's Rios. Under pressure. Ends up forced out of bounds. Now Columbus will go back to their back line. Into the midfield. Pressure. Oh, another mistake there. A heavy touch. Mbomio finding Allen. Back to Mbomio, wide to Johnson. Another chance here for Johnson, a tight angle. Oh, what a save from the Columbus goalkeeper. Johnson can't get it back on the second attempt. Another great attack there from Red Top, just taking advantage of those mistakes in the back from Columbus. But now Columbus trying to play through. They find the outlet. Now playing forward, Molina in the way. Red Top looking very good these last few minutes. Here's De La Cruz. Back to Rivera. Thier tried the one-time patch into the midfield. Columbus is there to pick it out, and now they have space to come to the attack. Shot from the edge of the box, not a good one. That one will roll out to safety. We'll see this opportunity once again. Another mistake in the back from Columbus. A ball into the midfield, a heavy touch, and Mbomio was right there. Got a nice touch there. A little bit of a mistouch from Allen. Mbomio was quick to react to it, and Johnson from the tight angle, forcing the save from the Columbus goalkeeper. Benji Profet will push his players forward and send it down the field near the halfway line. The Columbus player threw himself at it, took a bit of a tumble with the red top player. No call given, and then eventually out of bounds. A bit of a handshake between the two players as play is back in by Columbus. They go back to their goalkeeper. Can see a bit of a shift in the shape, with Thier now playing in a wide position. And Hernandez trying to control the ball at half field, came off his arm. Columbus with a free kick. They get it out wide. And now in behind, Molina will get to that one first. What will he do with it? He plays it off of the Columbus player and wins the throw-in. Thrown in by Rivera, finds Thier, who has time to turn, but a missed touch allows Columbus back into it. Still under pressure though, not under control. Now they do get it back to their back line with some time. You can see Thier and Allen playing a bit of a side-by-side up top rather than a one up top and one behind. Difference in shape, as we mentioned a second ago. Columbus going towards the center, finding a teammate here at the edge of the box, and Mbomio does well to flick it away. It looks like it's going to be a corner kick. It was clean from Mbomio. Even he came from behind the shoulder, just poked the ball away. Columbus player didn't see him coming, lost his balance and fell. But they'll get the corner kick. And now almost the entire field is covered in shade. So no longer the sun advantage for the most part. Just as we get into the final 20 minutes of this half. Cross coming in. Over Profet on the back post. The header goes into Johnson. And then played to safety by De La Cruz. That one, it was behind Profet. He might have been beat if it wasn't for Johnson, who got his head onto it. Wasn't aware of it, but was in the right place. Now the long throw in from Columbus back into the edge of the box. Molina heads down to the edge of the box. The shot coming in, blocked off of Mbomio. Columbus playing it back towards the middle, surrounded by pink shirts. They manage to clear. Allen gets his head to it to space. And Columbus back with possession of their keeper. Interestingly, now Columbus building out with deeper players than they were earlier. Before, they left those wide players a lot higher up the field and only built out with only a couple of players in the back. Now with the mistakes that they've had in the back, it seems that they're putting more players back to try to react if they do make a mistake. Or maybe just some tiredness of playing so high up the field and coming back all the time. They're just trying to rest in the defensive area. Here comes the Columbus player, gets through the pressure. Still going into the box from a tight angle. The shot comes in blocked there well by Allen. Still live, played across, Yaffin across to clear that one. Still not dealt with, and on its way, took a deflection off of Allen Hernandez and out for another corner. Just a little bit too light here with 2 or 3 players there, and he was able to find the gap and get through, and then got through another one there. Just there, that was an excellent challenge there from Allen Hernandez to block that shot. Cross comes in from Columbus to the back post. It's won by Columbus, up, and Prophet able to grab that one out of the air. Looking to send it immediately. The long throw to the half field. Columbus player in the way. Kept it in play. Now it comes in. Prophet will get that one in his box. Rolled out quickly to Rios. Alex Rios. Final pass hits off the Columbus player. Columbus back to the attack in the box. Another tight angle shot straight to Prophet. They get away with one there. Rios, not the best reaction after giving the ball away, was looked to be yelling at a teammate or something. And another giveaway here, De La Cruz. They need to be careful, Red Top. This is a very similar situation they were in last week. It was around this time where they started losing concentration and making some poor decisions where they gave up those 3 penalties at the end of the half. They've got to stay mentally strong here to finish out this half. They've gone 30 minutes strong. They've gotten themselves in the lead as they did last week. Ball slips out of Chris Johnson's hands. Columbus Elite back under pressure. Pressure continuing from Rios. Forcing the long ball, and Angel Rivera will allow it to roll out for a throw. Down the line, De La Cruz, heavy touch out for Columbus throw. They cannot be a 30-minute team, Red Top. They've got to be 45 minutes. We saw it in both halves last week where they gave up those 3 penalties. Second half, they came out flying. And then near the end of the match, they just fizzled out and did not really push at the end of the game to tie the game. They ran out of steam. So it's something that they've got to build on in this season. A ball over behind. It looked like Rios might have gone into an offside position either way, but Columbus win it back. Now they get the wide area. You can see how open the game is right now. Red Top not closing the space as well. There they find this gap, but unaware of Thera right behind him, they go right back. Now it's played out wide. Down the line, kept in play. On the line, and Bomeo wins it back with Rivera, finding Thierer, looking for Allen. He finds him with space. He's got Bomeo coming on his left side with him. Now going to look for the shot himself, though. He could have played the reverse pass to Bomeo. Wasn't sure if he was aware of it. Goes for goal instead, and wasn't really ever going to test the keeper with that kind of distance. Columbus calmly moving the ball around the back line, waiting for the moment to find those gaps. They've found some recently, but the final product hasn't been there today. They've got it. Red Top players all around them, making it difficult for them to play through the middle. And Red Top's really adjusted well in this match. And ball forward. Columbus still with the ball. Now the ball forward is deflected off of Mbomio, eventually forward. Rivera wins it, but the flag comes up for offside. As the player moved towards the ball, he impacted the defender's ability. Even though they were in possession, referee decided that it was enough to give the free kick. Prophet sending his players forward, trying to get it into the Columbus half to finish this half. We've still got about 12 minutes to go before halftime, plus added time. It's to the front line, headed down. Yaffin out wide, looking for Rios, a bit too heavy. The Columbus player takes a touch, and he's out for a corner kick. Referee with just a little bit of confusion. Originally called a goal kick, and then he realized, you can see the smile on his face as he realized that he meant to call a corner kick. It was a pretty clear touch from the Columbus player. And now Red Top with a chance from the corner. Cross coming in from Rios. Over everybody in the back. Falls to a Columbus player. They have a chance to force a counterattack. Yaffin trying to break it down here. Gets around Yaffin, and now Thierer there. Now he just goes out of bounds, though, so he won't be able to go any more to the attack. So far the difference, the own goal created by Chris Johnson, the captain, has 3 goals on the season. I believe he has 3 assists as well now. Here's Mbomio to Yaffin, to Allen, going in behind is Johnson. Can he keep it in play over there on the far side? He does. Now Thier, a heavy touch from Thier into the box. Oh, but he wins it right back. And he can't get it on the last touch. Just a bit of disappointment there from Thier, but it was a great work to stick with the play. Again, earning his starting position for the 2nd week in a row after a great performance last time out with a goal and an assist. I'm sorry, a penalty kick win and an assist. Won the penalty kick for the first goal, which was scored by Dalen Allen, and then got the assist for Chris Johnson's goal. Now here's Columbus. They find the attacker from the goal kick. Forcing back, he's into the box. The shot comes in, slides through, doesn't take a touch, and out for a goal kick. There's the captain of Columbus, number 7. I believe that's Tristan Scheidel, if I'm not mistaken, former player of Fountain City, who has joined forces with their city counterparts, FC Columbus Elite, to try to combine and create some stuff down there. I believe that's Scheidel there in the front line. He was one of the top scorers of the league a few seasons ago. Columbus still in the attack. Still not giving up before the halftime, even though they're running out of time. This is where they found their chances. Getting into the box. Played across. The shot comes in. What a save there from Benji Profet. What a reaction just with the shoulder to send that one out for a corner. But you got to question how that attacker for Columbus was able to get through all those bodies. This is where they've been able to create. It's number 10 again. You see him there going to the line, the tackle's coming in, finding his way through, and then finally the shot comes in. Profet just gets enough on it to send it over the bar, but he was backtracking, saw it in the last minute. Cross comes in short, saved on the front post, out for another cross out to the far side. Unmarked players in the box for Columbus. Red Top need to be careful. They do well to stop the cross from coming in. Now it's still in dangerous opportunity. Here it comes. Chance to get a shot at the inside the box from a tight angle. Once again, it comes across, dealt with by Alan Hernandez. Good defense from him, but Columbus looking dangerous here. Red Top need to stay focused to finish out this half. Cross in, it finds the head of 7. We believe it's Scheidel, but he's not able to get it towards goal. It just helps it on its way out for a Red Top throw. Thrown in, Allen with a nice back heel down the line. It's coming to Mbomio. He has Thier, who I think was in an offside position. He decides to play it to the middle to Yaffin instead. Good work there from the Equatorial Guinean. Now out wide to Johnson. Quick pass to the middle. It's a chance for Allen, and the shot's blocked. He goes down in the box. The ball was kept in play by the goalkeeper. Allen still grabbing his head, now up on his feet. The Columbus goalkeeper puts it down, sending it down the field. In behind, bounces behind Hernandez. He wins it back though with Rios, who sends it back down the other way. And Thier gets a touch to it, but not able to get it under control. There's that number 10 for Columbus. We said since the beginning of the game that he's been the pace setter. He almost had a goal that last opportunity, not for Benji Profet. Ball across, and Mbomio trying to get a touch. The Columbus player did well to be patient and got his touch to it, but then his final cross was to nobody. Here's Profet. Finds De La Cruz in the middle. Under pressure, helps it on its way to Rivera. taking in the space himself. Now to Thier, one-time touch to Mbomio. Nice play this. Looking for Allen, who had just veered in an offside position, and he knew it as well. He let the ball roll, didn't go for it. And Columbus back in possession. 5 minutes to go till half. We talked about how Red Top dropped a little bit of concentration around the 30-minute mark. They've since picked it up and did extremely well for the last 10 minutes. Now can they do it for another 5 before halftime? De La Cruz sending it out wide to Johnson. He keeps it in play, but only for a second, and now it's out. Columbus trying to get the ball underway quickly. And they make a mistake and get it out for a Red Top throw, and now they can breathe. Thrown back in. Looking for Allen. Columbus win it back. Ball into the midfield, finds the number 10. He's been their danger man. He comes forward again. Out wide. Into the box. It's a 1v1 with Johnson. Now Hernandez coming across to help. They have to go out wide again. Cross comes in, is helped on its way, and then Rivera was there to clean it up, and Mbomio heads forward. Thier can't get it under control. Columbus defender in the way, sending it back. Allen was quick to it, chasing it down. Doesn't have the support though. Now Rios comes in late. Columbus able to quickly, calmly play it across. And Mbomio with another win back. Allen in an offside position, can't go for it. They'll have to let Columbus play out again. We'll try to get an indicator of how much added time when we reach the 45. Ball into the midfield. Columbus back under control. Columbus coming forward. Gets past Warren, but then Rios there to help, and now Yaffin looking to try to send it the other way. A good ball in behind. It's a chance here for Dalen Allen. He stayed onside. Dalen Allen on the left-footed shot and into the hands of the Columbus keeper. It was a great ball there from Jordan Yaffin to find Allen. He timed his run to perfection, just on the weaker left foot, was not able to find the corner. Good contact on it, but the goalkeeper was in the right place and used the correct technique. Now Columbus trying to come back the other way. And Mbomio winning it back. He's been vital in winning possession high up the field this match. Played quickly by Rivera to Mbomio. Gets past the first one, but then it comes off his hand. Played quickly once again by Columbus. Here they come again. 90 seconds of regular time. Columbus to the attack. It's their number 10 once again. Johnson coming across to stop him. Now played out wide. To the edge of the box. Cross comes in. Rivera does enough to get onto it. Keeps it in play. No, he thought he did, but it ends up being a corner. Let's look at that opportunity once again. You see there the Columbus players trying to force their way through. And then Red Top, they're able to spring these counterattacks. What an excellent pass there from Jordan Yaffin. And unfortunately, Allen was not able to finish it there at the end. Now Columbus with a chance here in the final minute. They play it on the ground into the box. It bounces off of 3 players before eventually cleared by De La Cruz. Only Columbus player able to pick it up just outside of the box. They've got the numbers forward. Now the cross coming in. Hernandez gets his chest to it. Columbus right back under possession. Chance for the shot. And, it almost slips through there for Benji Profet. But he ends up with it out of the box. Or out of the goal, I should say. Another diving save that time from Benji Profet. As he landed, it just slipped out of his hand, but not enough to find its way past the line. Now Rios playing it in behind. Thier's there to put pressure. Columbus player calmly evading it, and they play it right back out. So we're now into added time. Have not received the information. Oh, a mistake there, a giveaway. A chance here for Red Top. It's a 3v3. It's a Thier. Out to Allen. He leaves it. He thought he might have been offside. I don't think he was. But here's Red Top still. Rios. Shot comes in. Takes a deflection. Referee, nothing given. Not sure what it hit off him. Probably was the leg. It's a good opportunity. Played quickly back in by Columbus. We'll take a chance. Look at that real quick. It looks like it off the leg from the original camera angle. It was a bit of an illusion. It looked like it might have hit the back arm for a second, but on the replay you can see it was clearly the leg. That's why there were no shouts for handball. I thought it might have been for a second. Oh, here's a chance for Columbus. Prophet off his line, was ready for it, but it ended up being right at the edge, and Hernandez was there to help it on its way out for the corner. A very eventful first half, attacking from both teams. Red Top with the narrow lead thanks to an own goal. Columbus with maybe their last chance of the half. The cross comes in, won by Rios, cleared by Thier, straight up, and Allen, as he brings it down, the whistle will come for halftime. Red Top 1-0 lead into the break. A much better defensive display from Kenneth Fosso and his men, and they will go into the half looking to try to hold on for another 45 minutes. They've done well so far. It was an own goal by Columbus, created by Chris Johnson, and we'll be back to bring you that second half shortly. Welcome back as we get ready for the second half here in the UPSL Georgia Conference. Columbus with an own goal in the 20th minute, assisted by Chris Johnson from Red Top, the captain, the top scorer of the season, the most assists of the season. He's been leading this team to the success that they've had so far, but they've still got 45 minutes left to go today, Red Top, to hold on. Let's take a look real quick at the goal that left us in that 1-0 lead. It started here, a nice move there. Dalen Allen playing it in behind. Johnson from an onside position, putting it into a dangerous area, and the Columbus player not able to deal with it, ends up putting it into the back of his own net. So that's what's separating the two teams. Columbus with a big surge there at the end of the first half. They've got very talented players. Benji Profet having to come up with some big saves on a couple of occasions. But what can they do in the second half? Again, Columbus coming into the second half with not a lot of preparation. We saw during halftime they were just kind of sitting around. Red Top with a bit more of a warm-up coming into the second half, but that can mean little to nothing when the game starts. And we saw it from Columbus, some individual brilliance from particularly their number 10. He's been creating almost all the danger for them, but they've still got 45 minutes to actually find the ball to the back of the net. We'll see if any changes were made. Just by the look of it, it doesn't seem like any changes for Red Top here at the beginning of the second half. Our referee will check his whistle and we'll get ready to start. Referee Christopher Haggerty, assisted by Brendan Donovan, Ian Duncan, and Aiden Moore, just waiting for the AR2 here on the near side to get into his position, and then we will be ready to start the final second half. And we are underway here. Ball played back to Profet from the start and into the attacking third by him. Johnson up top. Thier winning it back, going for goal quickly and early, but it had the distance on it but never dropped back down. Not really a lot of pace on the shot as well. And of course, right as we start the second half, we have a bit of a drop off in the signal. So hopefully, if you're watching the recording, then you won't know what I'm talking about. But I mean, if you're watching the live stream, you won't know what I'm talking about. You'll only know if you're watching the recording. Assuming that you cannot hear me, but if you can hear me, it looks like we're back up to excellent connection. So hopefully you didn't miss anything there. And Columbus back on the ball, moving the ball around as they did in the first half. This time, Mbomio forcing the ball out of bounds instead of going back to the keeper as they did in the first half. Maybe a tactical change from the coach at halftime. And Mbomio gets it into the middle. Allen with the shot, can't wrap his foot around it. Just hasn't really had his shooting boots lately, other than from the penalty spot. He's got 2 goals this season, both from the penalty spot. One being the 3-3 goal to tie the game with Angeles on the opening weekend. There's Alex Rios winning it back, getting it forward to James Thier. Red Top on the front foot in the beginning of the second half, trying to extend their lead, but Columbus appeared to have a bit of a change in approach. In the first half, they were very patient in the midfield. Now they seem to be going more direct, which hasn't worked out so far in the beginning of this half. We'll see if they go back to what they were doing like they are now, playing it around the back and trying to find the right moment to go forward. This time they find the wide man. It was a good timing on that one. He's directly into the box, puts the cross into the back post. Too far for him to get a shot, but he does keep it in play. Now trying to go into the box himself. He gets past the first one, into the box. Shot's blocked right in front of the goal. It's still in play. Another cross coming in. This time Hernandez ups to the header. Not cleared yet. Still at the edge of the box with Columbus. Played back across the shot. Not a good one there to go out for a goal kick. See that attempt again. I did hear some shouts. Not sure if it was for handball, but again, our camera angle can sometimes deceive us. Let's see it here. No, definitely off the leg. Similar to the one we saw in the first half, the other way around, where the Columbus player actually blocked it, and it's that back arm from the camera angle looks like could be potentially hitting the ball, but no, not in that case it wasn't. Here's Red Top on the attack once again. It's Rivera who leaves it for Mbomio. Mbomio trying to go himself. Ends up running into the Columbus defender, and they'll try to play out. De La Cruz was in the right place there. Forward to Allen. Allen gets around one. What a finish there! Goal! We said he was missing his shooting boots. Well, he found them. And what a finish there from Dalen Allen to get his third of the season. His first non-penalty kick goal. What a finish from the forward, the 28-year-old forward there, to double the lead for Red Top just in the second half. A great play. Look at this here again. Mbomio trying to get through. Columbus trying to play out in the midfield. De La Cruz was right there. Quickly to Thier, to Allen. Sees the pressure, plays it around him, and just blasts that one into the corner. What a finish there from Dalen Allen to give Red Top the 2-0 lead. A great start to the second half for Kenneth Fosuene. Now Red Top have to do what they've done, what they haven't done all season, which is be defensively strong and not concede. And this 3 points could be theirs. They've got a lot of time to play still to go. They've conceded 2 goals in one match and 3 goals in the other 3 in the season so far. So they've got to be defensively strong. Let's see if they can have the discipline. Mbomio needs to be careful here. The ball comes into the box. It's flicked forward. Eventually a shot comes. It's blocked by Johnson, who's back helping to defend. And Red Top coming in with those last-minute blocks right in front of the goal. They've been saving Prophet. Prophet's had to make a couple saves himself as well. Now Columbus really trying to pick up the pace here, but they make another mistake in the midfield. Here's Dalen Allen, a chance to go 2v3. He's got James Thier with him. He goes himself. Now in behind, cutting back, waiting for help. Rios comes in, goes for the shot from the distance. From that kind of distance, it's going to require something a little bit more special than that. And FC Columbus keeper sending it down the other way, looking to try to find behind. A good defensive 4 here between Johnson, Hernandez, Molina, and Rivera. The two cousins, Alan Hernandez and Yori Molina, working together in a center-back partnership. You can see the chemistry that they have today. Columbus has found times to get in behind on a few occasions, but Red Top's dealt with it so far. A nice flick, but too far for the Columbus player. Let's just take a look at that goal once again. It was just such a beautiful finish from Dalen Allen here. And the awareness there from De La Cruz in the midfield, it's very easy that he could have just cleared that ball away instead of playing the simple pass to Thier. But the composure to play Thier, and then Thier's composure to find Allen, and then Allen's composure to play it around the defender. Just a really excellent quality goal. And here come Red Top again. Johnson putting it into the box. It's once again, it's Allen! They do it again. They connect again. And he's the one who wants it there for the cameras on the second goal of the night for Dalen Allen. Another assist for Chris Johnson. Another extremely well-worked goal as we had just pulled out of that other one. Look at this again. Just the composure once again of getting behind and the nice finish there. Nothing the keeper could have done. 3-0 lead for Red Top. Now they've really got to hold on, but it seems that the 3 points are theirs for the taking tonight. Here back at home, another win at home, but we don't want to count our chickens before they hatch. We've got to wait. We've still got a lot of time left to play, and Columbus, they've shown this season how strong they can be. It's not over yet. They have to stay focused. Another giveaway there from Columbus. Can Red Top add to their lead? Another great ball there from De La Cruz to find Mbomio. Flag stays down. Mbomio to the line. Cross comes in. It's blocked. And they have the chance to try to build out, but look at that defensive line for Red Top. Not allowing that ball through. Here's Angel Rivera. What a start to the second half for Kenneth Fosuene and his Red Top men. They came from Division I, a very young squad with a couple of experienced players. The experienced players pulling the weight today, Dalen Allen and Chris Johnson. Here's Allen once again trying to find his way through. Can't do it that time. Johnson with the high pressure, almost winning it back. Rios was there as well. Now Columbus, they have to try to go the other way. They're running right into the Red Top shirts, just like the mountains behind us. A difficult barrier to get through. Ball out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Red Top. And we will see the first substitute of the night for Red Top. It's going to be Landon Simpson to come in. He will replace James Thier, who got another start back-to-back weeks. And his first 2 starts of the season, another great performance today. Not any goal contributions like last week, but did do a good shift, especially on the high press. Now Landon Simpson will come in to fill in, offering a different type of dynamic, more of a pacey player. And here's Mbomio winning it back. Forward to Allen. He tried to flick it into the path of, I believe that was Yaffin, who was finding his way forward from the midfield, but just missed the ball. Here's Simpson on his first pressure. Mbomio winning it back high up the field. He's been excellent today and wins the free kick as well. That's Jose Donato Mbomio asking for the substitute. Was not feeling good after that one. We'll see. Probably Fosuene won't be too quick to try to replace him at this point. We'll wait to see if it's absolutely necessary. If you recognize that Mbomio name, especially for those who are fans of Potros FC, you'll probably wonder if it's related to Nazario Mbomio, and yes, it is his brother, Jose Donato Mbomio, now playing with Red Top and doing an excellent job today to create danger for this team. Now from the free kick, I believe it's Rios taking. Cross in, headed out by Columbus. De La Cruz picks it up, going for goal. Diving save from the Columbus keeper, but in the end a simple one. Puts the ball down and sends it down the field. There's the number 10. We haven't seen too much from him in the second half, but he was their main man in the first. Here he goes again, trying to create. Finds the wide man. Cutting inside, going for the shot, hits off of his own teammate. Flag stayed down and Red Top clears to safety. Throw in for Columbus, they take it quickly. Putting it back into the front area. Needs to be careful here, but the offside flag does come up. They had to be careful there, Molina and Prophet. Both of them were waiting for the ball, and while they were doing that, the Columbus player was just sneaking in behind, but from an offside position, so would not have mattered. Here they come again. Red Top sending the ball down. Nice flicked on header. Falls to the feet of Allen, but he loses control. And now Columbus is keeper. Good defensive work there from Angel Rivera. Now De La Cruz to Rios. Under pressure, Johnson found the gap in between, and here's the chance for Landon Simpson to go forward. His first real chance in the attack, and brought down by the Columbus player right here at the edge of the penalty area, right here on the near touchline. Really, the vision there from Chris Johnson to find Simpson through the traffic was very well done there. 2 assists on the night for Chris Johnson. Once again, leading this red top side. And I misspoke earlier, and I apologize. We said earlier James Thayer did not get a goal contribution. He actually did get an assist for the second goal. He was the one who played it in to Dalen Allen. So another good performance from James Thayer on his second start. Here comes the cross from De La Cruz. He's actually puts it towards goal. Wasn't not a bad effort to try to catch the keeper off, but he dealt with it well. And now Columbus trying to spring a counterattack. Here they come. They find the long pass in behind. Prophet at the edge of his box. It's brought down by Columbus. Prophet needs to get it back on goal. Now it's played across to the edge of the box. A chance to put a shot in. It's blocked by Molina. And now Columbus on the far side trying to put another cross in. They have to go back. Now the cross comes from deep. It's in behind, and Johnson had to get a touch on that one to send it out for a corner. Good work again from him, doing the job on both sides of the field. 2 assists and also working defensively strong. And Chris Johnson winning 3 championships with Potros. You expect that kind of leadership. Here he comes again. Or here comes Columbus. At the edge of the box still. They find a man in the wide area. The cross shot comes into the front post. Prophet safely finds it and now sends it down the other way. Oh, and it's in behind. It's a chance here for Allen. He's on a hat trick from a tight angle. No, he just can't get through. Where you would think that he might have been able to try to poke that one into the path of Simpson, who was joining him late. But the defender in the end was too strong. And Columbus immediately back to the other attack. They left numbers forward. This game's opening up like crazy. Here's a chance, and good defensive work there from Alan Hernandez, another player who's won multiple championships with Potros, now playing with Red Top. I believe between Alan Hernandez and Chris Johnson, between Potros and Red Top, over 160 appearances, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe more. Combined. Here's a chance for Columbus. Cross comes in. It finds the man, but that one's just very wide of the goal. 30 minutes to go, half an hour. Red Top looking to get closer and closer to securing the 3 points and potentially securing their first clean sheet, but we don't want to talk too soon. But if they keep up how they've defended so far, you wouldn't write them off for it. Columbus getting ready to make a substitute as well. The goal kick coming into the middle. It bounces around. Eventually the FC Columbus come away with it. Ball put back into the forward position. Here they come. Out. Rivera gets a touch, but it falls to the path of the Columbus player. Kept in at the goal line. Rivera on the second attempt still not able to win it back. And eventually Hernandez comes across and gets that one out for a corner. Columbus continuing the relentless pressure, but Red Top still unwavering in the defensive side. And apologies, an allergy season if you hear some sniffles here and there. Cross coming in. Oh, and it found once again number 7 winning another header on the corner, but just not able to direct it to goal. He's had a chance after chance. We believe that's Tristan Scheidel, the former Fountain City player, and it will actually be a double substitution, 1 for each. Vincent Mendy will be the one coming on for Red Top. I believe this is his first appearance of the season. And he replaced Mbomio. So a great performance there from the Equatorial Guinean, and replaced by the Gambian attacker, young teenager Vincent Mendy. Will get some minutes today. His first appearance of the season, I believe, in the UPSL. I believe it's his UPSL Premier debut. Here's a chance for Columbus. So a missed pass there. Yaffin, good reaction from him to come back and help get that one back. Ball forward to Rios. Rios on the second attempt, while it's still in the air, trying to find Simpson. It's too heavy. Columbus with a quick pass around. Now they send the ball forward themselves, but nobody there on the front line. It will roll out for a throw-in, and Red Top will take their time to take it. Long throw-in from Johnson, trying to get it to the front line directly from there. And eventually De La Cruz wins it back. Now Yaffin with pressure and slides it through. Mendy there to win it back, and now the ball from Yaffin once again in behind, and Rios gets to it. Rios puts it into the box. Simpson trying to get to it. It's flicked on by the Columbus player, now cleared by the keeper. Finding a teammate here with a lot of space. Columbus could come to the attack now. They find the attacker. It's their number 10. He's trying to go himself. He eventually finds his teammate on the wide area with good timing. Into the box he comes. Cross coming into the back post, and it's too heavy. The Columbus player, the attacker, was a little bit too late to it, but signs of danger still coming from this Columbus side. Remember, they came into this game undefeated. 2 wins at home and 1 draw on the road. This is their second away game, which, based on the way they arrived to the game, you would think that they don't travel very well, this Columbus team, which we've seen in the past with other clubs as well, that can be very strong at home and then on the road not be as strong and struggle sometimes against good opponents. Today they relied heavily on their individual talent to try to create something, but as a team they really haven't been able to create very much. A late challenge there from the Columbus player will pick up the first card of the game. It's the number, I believe that was the number 12 who got it. A late challenge there on Vincent Mendy, who's now up on his feet. .25 minutes to go. Red Top holding on to the 3-0 lead. 2 goals from Dalen Allen. 1 own goal in the first half. Cross coming in. Simpson there. It comes off of the defender for Columbus, and then the keeper picks it up. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Red Top Indoor YouTube covering Red Top Soccer Club. So of course, there will be a bit of bias towards Red Top. So thank you for joining. We weren't given a roster for Columbus, so we don't have the names of those players. Here is Dalen Allen for Red Top, playing it in behind. Mendy there on the pressure, gets it to it, but can't keep it in play. Will be a goal kick. But of course, we appreciate the comments in the comment section, even from the away fans. And we will give credit where credit is due when it happens. Throw in from Alex Rios, playing it down the line. Johnson there on the pressure. Columbus play through it. This time they can't get through Rios, but they keep it in play for a second. We thought they did. And the flag actually comes up for an out of bounds, and Red Top back with another throw. De La Cruz tries to turn, tripped up in the process, wins a free kick. Cross from Rios to the back post. It's Allen. Oh, he got a touch on it, but it wasn't enough. Actually, it looks like it might have come off a Columbus player. It will be a corner kick. Nearly finding his hat trick if he was able to get some contact on that one. See it one more time before the corner kick. Yeah, you can see there, number 14 for Columbus, wrapping his leg around, just helping it on its way out for the corner. Cross from De La Cruz in. Hernandez was there, but it ends up winning one by Columbus, and they have a chance now on the counter. They've got 3 players running forward here. If they can get it in behind, it's just too heavy, and there's Rios to clean it up. Profet's clearance, it finds its way through to Vincent Mendy, and now they win the throw-in. As we head into the final 20 minutes here, remember, Red Top will be back in action next week on the road. They will travel down to McDonough, Georgia to take on Georgia Revolution. We may or may not bring you that match on the YouTube channel. It most likely will be brought to you on the Georgia Revolution YouTube channel. But if we're able to bring you our broadcast, we will try as well. And then Potros FC will be on the road as well, taking on Pachuca, Georgia, over at Bethesda Park in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Here's an offside called against Chris Johnson. So we won't be back at Cass High School until the following weekend, which will be the first doubleheader of the season, where Red Top will play at 4 p.m. and Potros will follow up playing at 7 p.m. kickoff. So those matches will be brought on each of the YouTube channels respectively. So Red Top game will be on the Red Top channel and the Potros game will be on the Potros channel. Here's a chance for Columbus coming to the attack. Rios quickly trying to break it down, but they find their way through. Now they slip it on through here. A tight angle. Prophet off his line. Another great save from him to stop that attack. Columbus still on the attack though. They keep it in play on the far side and eventually out for a throw-in. Can see here's a little bit of brute force there as the Columbus player with the 2 Red Top players using his strength to pull them off, and then eventually getting it through here. Prophet off his line, having to close down the angle. Here's Columbus once again to the attack on the edge of the box, shot from the edge of the box. That one just over the bar, not testing Prophet that time, but getting close. If they want to come back in this game, they'll need something soon. They're running out of time. They'll need at least 3. Again, Red Top, in all of their matches so far, have conceded multiple goals. So they need to stay focused here as the game comes to an end. As tired legs and tired minds will start to play a part. The temperature, much better conditions than at the start of the game. Now that we're under the floodlights here at Cass High School, a cool low 70 degrees. A giveaway there from Columbus. Here's Mendy. Forward to Allen. Allen into the spaces. Johnson, he's onside. He's brought down, and that's going to be a penalty kick. And a yellow card to the Columbus player. And now a chance for Red Top to all but seal the deal from the penalty spot. It was Chris Johnson, another great time to run. We can see it here again. Allen saw the space. Johnson nowhere near offside, and yeah, a late challenge there, reaching for it. And it's going to be Dalen Allen to take on the hat trick. Looking to complete the hat trick tonight from the penalty spot. He has 2 goals so far this season. 2 penalty goals this season. Can he add a 3rd? And it's saved by the keeper. Off of the leg. He went down the middle as he did the last time out against UFA, and the score stays 3-0. Dalen Allen does not get his hat trick for the time being, and now Columbus, he thought he kept it in play, but the referee says otherwise. You can see it one more time. The missed penalty kick by Dalen Allen. The save from the keeper, the trailing leg as he went diving the wrong way, but he left that leg in. The ball went straight down the middle. He did enough to catch it. See it one more time here. A great save there from the goalkeeper. Now Columbus back on the attack. Ball forward, picked out by Rivera. Mendy trying to win it back, but Columbus does well to evade the tackle, but a heavy touch into Rivera sends it the other way. Still with Columbus, pressure. One back by Red Top. Here's De La Cruz. Out to Rivera. Trying to go through himself. Columbus does well and win it back. Ball forward, picked out that time by Rios. Here's Yaffin. Under pressure, loses it. But immediately given right back to Red Top. Here's Prophet calmly to the feet of Alan Hernandez. Still with Hernandez, now finds De La Cruz. Under pressure, calmly evades the pressure and gets it back to Rivera. Now Molina. Forward to De La Cruz. Rivera goes straight into the Columbus pressure, and now Columbus have a chance to attack. Needs to be careful, leaves a trailing leg, doesn't bring the player down though. Columbus player still continuing in the box. Played to the midfield. Back out wide now. Red Top have the numbers back to defend. Angel Rivera winning it back. Looking to send it into the space. It's Chris Johnson tracking it down, who just won the penalty kick. Will feel hard done by with that penalty miss by Dalen Allen. Columbus still with some time, 15 minutes to go. The penalty save giving them a little bit of hope that they could still come back. They have a chance here now from the throw-in. Played quickly in. Through the legs of Rios to the Columbus attacker, looking for a chance to get a shot. Goes to a tight angle. Now played across, and Yaffin reaching in gets it away. Columbus find the gap in behind. They've got a player standing in an offside position. They go to the wide man instead. Coming into the box, cross comes in, and the shot not able to find the target, and that's been the story. The number 7, the captain, he's been winning almost every cross, but just hasn't been able to get anything on target today. And we'll see another substitute as Dominic Mendy will now enter the match, the brother of Vincent Mendy. A more defensive-minded midfielder, bringing a little bit more energy here. Will replace Jordan Yaffin. And we'll get back underway from the goal kick. Alan Hernandez playing it into the midfield. De La Cruz. Pressure coming, goes back to Molina. Inside of his own penalty area. Now the ball forward picked out by Columbus and immediately given back, and then immediately given back the other way. Columbus back under possession. Chance to put a shot here at the edge of the box. Just the fake shots instead, and goes back out wide. Into the box, get it around the first one, back in, and on its way, took some deflections. Prophet diving, gets a leg to it to keep it out, and now a chance here for Simpson, a nice turn to get around the pressure. Forward to Mendy. And Dominic Mendy, his first touch, not a good one, not able to get it under control. Just not Columbus's day today. That one through traffic, took some deflections. Prophet was already going the wrong way. With his long legs, was able to stick a leg out and stop that one from ending in the back of the net. Columbus still going to the attack, though. They've still got numbers forward. And they find another man in through here. Red Top need to keep the concentration high here. Dominic Mendy with the extra energy, blocking twice. That time called for a handball, though. See this one again. And again, the Columbus players with their individual talent has been excellent today. This one-on-one situations, they've been able to get into dangerous positions. It's just that final product that's let them down. Oh, cross comes in. It's cleared out. Columbus at the edge of the box. Mendy brings down the Columbus players. He tried to get in front. Now a free kick from Columbus from a dangerous shooting position right in the middle of the goal, just at the edge of the penalty area. That's going to be about 23 yards to goal. Profet's going to need to get his wall set up right here. The question is, will he try to go up and over the wall, or will he try to go to the back post? He's got the whole goal to aim for from this position. Profet taking a central position in the goal. So that would make you think he would shoot to the back post. Let's see what he goes with. He does, but Profet reads it all the way through to his hand safely. Now the long throw or tour the ground, trying to play it to the path of Dalen Allen. It ends up off of the Columbus player and out for a throw. Another substitute getting ready for Red Top. This time it's Jose Mateo who's going to be the one to come in. And he will replace Angel Rivera, whose job will be done today. So 80 minutes from Rivera, and a good performance from him, not allowing Red Top through. I'm sorry, not allowing Columbus through. Now Jose Mateo will replace him to close this game out. Profet will be the one to take it, wants to send the players forward, trying to keep Columbus in their own half. They've been attacking pretty non-stop for the last 15 minutes. This is a chance to try to pin them back and kill off some of the momentum. Columbus wins the first one, and the second one's going to be uncontested as well. They send it forward on the turn, trying to get around Molina. The reverse pass out wide. Now it comes into the box. Thought about taking the shot on the volley, instead brings it down and allows the defenders to get in behind. Maybe a missed opportunity there from the Columbus player. Mateo, not the best clearance there. Still with Columbus. Another man with time to turn out wide. Chance to put a cross in. It's in. Molina reads it. And out for a throw-in, I believe. Yes, it would not reach the corner kick. It will be a throw. It's taken quickly to the edge of the box. Mendy there trying to stop the turn. Now puts another challenge in. The shot does eventually come, and ooh, that one. It was a bit deceiving. It didn't look like it was going to have a lot of pace on it, but then once it got through, it just skipped on through. Just too wide of the goal, and once again, it was the number 7 who's not been able to find the target today. Eight minutes of regular time. We'll see how much added time. Not many stoppages in this half. Probably only going to be about 2 or 3 minutes. Ball in behind. Mendy chasing it down. That's Vincent Mendy. He keeps it in on the corner. Looking for an opportunity. Goes past the player but can't keep it in play. Ran out of space. Out for a goal kick. So far the 2 goals from Dalen Allen early in the second half, giving Red Top the 3-goal cushion. Could be enough to get the 3 points today, despite the missed penalty kick. Here's Alex Rios. Forward to Johnson. Was behind him. Couldn't get a touch. Sent back the other way by the Columbus keeper. Molina gets his head to it. Here's Jose Mateo under pressure. Plays it into the midfield. Mendy there trying to flick it onto De La Cruz, but Columbus picks it up. Shot from the edge of the box. Prophet sees that one through. Mendy, heavy touch, and then as the Columbus player was trying to break through, just grabbed him and brought him down. Another substitute. Looks like this one will be Nico Nunes replacing Dalen Allen. So Dalen Allen's job done. He won't get his hat trick today, but he got the 2 goals, and he was involved in the attack on the first one as well. So a potential man of the match contender for today. Nico Nunes, a more defensive-minded player, will come in to finish this game, helping them to try to secure the win. Cross comes in, and once again, like another opportunity from number 7, just winning everything in the box, just not able to find the target. It's been time and time again. If he was more prolific in this match, could be a completely different story today. Red Top have used 5 of their 7 allowed substitutes today. With 6 minutes remaining, we might see the other 2 happen in the next few minutes as they continue to get more fresh legs on to close this one out and take a couple seconds off the clock as well. Good header there. A chance here for Chris Johnson. He's through. Almost got brought down, and he has the chance here to finish it off. Chris Johnson, the first time he was in the same situation, and he got brought down for the penalty kick. This time, the player who brought him down last time had to think twice and decided not to bring him down, and this is what Johnson was trying to do the first time. This time he finishes it out, gets his goal today, already had 2 assists, and now gets his goal. An excellent header, a flicked on header by, I believe it was Dominic Mendy, to get the assist. We'll see it again here. It started with the goal kick from Benji Prophet. As the ball came in, I believe that's Dominic Mendy who got the header to flick it on, and Johnson just had to use his speed and his strength to finish this one off. Perfectly timed finish with the left foot. FC Columbus 4-0 now. This game is pretty much done. Can they get at least a consolation goal? Maybe lower the goal difference? Or just try to hold on to the 4-0 and not allow it to get even larger. We'll have to wait and see. We've got 5 minutes to go. Another substitute getting ready for Red Top. I believe, it's hard to tell from here, but I believe it's Alejandro Melendez, who hasn't appeared in a couple of weeks. And under pressure, it's Alan Hernandez. Does well to play through, but his pass to the midfield is picked out. Columbus again. Flicked in. Can hear some frustration from the Columbus player coming down from the field. It's the number 10 trying to create again. It was one of the assessments we made very early on in the game. Just from looking at the warm-ups, Columbus had only 7 players 20 minutes before kickoff. They had most of their squad show up just before the kickoff. They didn't really have a good warm-up. And then as the game started, they showed a lot of talent, a lot of individual talent, a lot of strength and skills, but the connection in the front line, the chemistry has just not been there, and you can see why. Here comes Mendy, Vincent Mendy. Gets the ball taken off him by the Columbus player. Ball into the midfield. A heavy touch, one back by Simpson. Going himself to the space. Trying to use his pace to get in behind. Puts a cross in. It's in behind everyone. And the Columbus player will pick it out right there. Flicked on into the midfield. Kept in on the near side, but only can get it as far as Yori Molina. De La Cruz, an excellent performance from him in the midfield as well. Here's Nico Nunes, the newly entered midfielder. Trying to flick it in behind, and oh, here comes Johnson. The Columbus defender's just letting him go. Oh, and that's a miss that he will want back. Had a chance to add another one for tonight. The Columbus players gave up on it. They're ready to go home. They've got a long travel to go, but this time You can see Johnson holding his run, and there the ball just falls in behind. Nobody going for it for Columbus, and got to do better on that finish there. Luckily, with this current score line, it's not going to make too much of a difference. And we see another substitute come in. This time it was Alejandro Melendez. And Chris Johnson is the one who was replaced. Oh, apologies, we lost the ball there for a second. So the captain band will be handed off to Alan Hernandez to finish the match. Ball in to De La Cruz. Mateo trying to win it back as well, but the ball given away. Now ball into the middle. And again, the lack of chemistry, the lack of understanding between the players. The player stopped his run, and the other player sent the pass anyway. Now thrown back into the midfield, finding Dominic Mendy, open in the middle. Helps it on its way to De La Cruz. Looking for Vincent Mendy, but Columbus aware to it. Columbus looking for something late. I have a chance here from the throw. Just given directly to Red Top, not even a Columbus player there, just threw it to the corner. 45 seconds left of regular time. Good ball movement here from Rios and Hernandez. Back to Rios. Dominic Mendy putting the pressure on, still continuing. Columbus forced the ball forward, and it finds its way to a forward, but the flick on wasn't successful, and Yori Molina gets to it this time, helping it flick it to Dominic Mendy. Columbus playing with a high line, but Mendy not able to turn and take advantage of it. And it looks like the last substitute for Red Top will step up to the half and may just get a few minutes here in added time. As that ball rolls out for a goal kick, now we will see that substitute. And it's Ugo Isuka will make a late appearance here. Started last time out, was the culprit of two of the penalties that were given away in that match against UFA. So now he'll get a couple minutes here to redeem himself. It looks like he replaced Raymond De La Cruz, who had an excellent performance today in that midfield. Started a bit shaky with the Columbus players, really dominating the midfield, but then got composed and took control of the game. Oh, Nunes giving the ball away here. Forward to Columbus, they can't connect again. Here's Melendez. Forward to Dominic Mendy. Trying to find the space for his brother Vincent. It's a bit too heavy, and Columbus regained possession. The pressure from Simpson forcing the ball forward. Molina gets his head to it, down to Dominic Mendy again. A bit of a back and forth here. Late challenge there. And a yellow card going to be shown to Dominic Mendy. First yellow card of the match for Red Top. Not too many to give here, only 3 yellows in the match. Mostly calm match. Have not seen any indicator of how much added time will be given in this half. We mentioned earlier maybe 2 or 3 minutes for the penalty kick and a couple of other stoppages. Don't think it'll be much more than that. We're in the 3rd minute now. Ball coming into the box, cleared by Melendez. Nobody there for Red Top at the top of the field. Columbus sending it back the other way. Red Top trying to hold on to their first clean sheet. The shot from distance going to go out for a goal kick. And that will take us to what we believe is probably the final 30 seconds. We'll find out very shortly if we will continue to play or if the match will finish at the 3-minute of added time. Here's Yuri Molina sending the ball down the field. Columbus player gets his head to it, but they're not able to keep it in play. Great work, great response from Kenneth Fosuene and his men. After 2 straight defeats on the road, they come back to home, playing one of the top teams in the division, FC Columbus Elite. To make a 4-0 win out of it is quite a statement. And that does bring us to the full time. A brace from Dalen Allen, Chris Johnson with 2 assists and a goal. Dominic Mendy and James Thier also getting assists on the match. And that will be the 4-0 victory for Red Top here at Cass High School. We'll see you next time.